Good morning, everyone. Nathan Lanky Philps here. I'm sure you already know who I am. And I'm going to be hosting the team training this morning. So without further ado, let's kick this off. The topic that I have decided to train on for today is on intention. Okay? And it's the power of intention specifically. So, what is intention? Intention is when you determine to do something at your absolute maximum, okay? So this is where you are sitting back and you go, I am going to hit this with everything I've got. You must be intentional when you are doing something. As an example, intention is something you can only do before tasks. So if I was going in to prospect someone, I can't halfway through talking with them all of a sudden go, oh, you know, I'm going to change my approach. I'm going to be intentional about how I hit this. No, it's either all or nothing. So when you're going to be approaching someone, you need to consciously decide before you reach them how you're going to approach them. You need to consider what you're doing, what words you're going to be using, how specifically you're going to be approaching these people. Okay? And this is something that you must take note of before you get to the task. The intention here doesn't make us superhumans, but it can sort of give that effect. Now, the reason being is that by intentionally going in with 100% of your being, it gives you the potential to pull out 100% of yourself. It's not something that is just going to magically give you superpowers or all of a sudden make you better than what you are. No. When you go in without that full intention of attacking the prospect or the task at hand or whatever it may be, with less than 100%, you are going to be limiting yourself. So when you intentionally approach a topic with the fullness of your being, all of a sudden you are able to do things you weren't previously allowing yourself to do. Now, I have a perfect example of this, and this is actually with a young girl who I was coaching. So the task at hand was she wanted to jump a box jump. And a box jump has a ramp on one side, a ramp on the other side, and a little deck in the middle. So she wanted to jump over that deck and down the other side. So the struggle that she had was that she wasn't able to get over this box from a different starting position. She had two starting positions. One was the old one where she could jump the box from, and the second one was a new position where she could not jump the box from. From the current position, she was able to jump this box with about 60% of her effort. She really wasn't trying that hard, and yet what she was able to do was enough to get over the box. And that was because in her mind, before she even dropped in, she had purposed that she was going to clear it. The element of failure never even crossed her mind. Alternatively, when she was dropping in from her new position, she wanted to jump the box, but she was not fully committed to it. There was an element of her that was holding back, and that's the fear aspect of things coming in. When you allow fear subconsciously to take over, you will never be able to run at your maximum. So what we had to do was work with her to get her to intend to jump the box the same way. So it wasn't her ability. She already had the ability to jump. It was the mindset that she had with it, okay? So when she was limiting herself from the new position, she couldn't do it. So what we did was we started from the old position and we had her jump the box. We got that feeling of success. Once she had that feeling of success, then it was a simple matter of taking that feeling, that winning feeling, and having her intend to jump the box from the new starting position and intend to hit it with that same level of confidence. All of a sudden, she was able to jump this box with a lot more confidence from this new position. And it was very much about using these declarations that involved a positive affirmation around what she was about to do. Now, this isn't just some hoodoo voodoo, oh, I will, and it'll come to me sort of thing. Like, no, this is declarations to change your mindset. For her, it was just, oh, I'll try jump it. No, it's, I will. It's not, oh, I hope that I can make it. No, I am. I will make it. I am jumping this. Make it firm. Make it 100%. Give that intention to jump the box. And the way to do that is to start with the voice, your posture, shoulders back, chest out, head up. I will, I am. And so when you're approaching prospects, do it the same way. You're building up to someone who's big and scary. Look at them. Look at the picture that on their Facebook profile or something like that. And tell yourself, I am going to approach this person. I will be successful in my approach. By will be successful in my approach, I'm not saying you will get a yes out of them. It's that you will approach them with the fullness of your ability and the confidence that you have in such a way that they will be inclined more so to give you a positive answer, okay? Because remember, we are not collecting yeses. All we're collecting is decisions here. So purpose it in your mind. I am going to 100% approach this person. Yes, there may be some fear, but you can put that aside. Acknowledge it, remove it, and then hit the task at hand with absolute purpose. From there, if you stuff up, that's fine. It doesn't matter, okay? You've got thousands and thousands and thousands of times to practice this over and over. So give yourself the grace to stuff up. Allow those mistakes. They're part of the learning process. And if you never made a mistake, well, you'd be doing this training and not me, because you would be living at $1 million a month and you'd never make a mistake. Problem is, we're all human. We all make mistakes. So we all have room to grow. So you must allow yourself that room to be gracious with yourself and say, I stuffed up. Have a laugh about it. What did you learn from it? And then move on. So what we did for my student, going back to it once again, we took these steps. We started from the old position. We got the confidence up she can do it. We started with some declarations, I can and I will. We built that emotion of success up in her. And then we tried it again from the new position. Now, she didn't quite end up getting that jump, but she was a heck of a lot closer than she would have been otherwise. And at the beginning of her lesson to the end of the lesson, her performance had drastically improved. It wasn't perfect, but her intention changed the way that she was riding at it. And all of a sudden, she was a massively more confident rider. And that was the important part of that whole lesson. Okay, so in business, it could be anything like recording a video or an audio, doing something like what I'm doing now. It's scary, I get that, but allow yourself to be purposeful with it. Have your script. I'm reading from a script right now. These are the slides you're seeing. I'm reading from these. I'm being purposeful in my communication. It could be approaching a new prospect. Have your script at hand. So when you're leaving that voice message, you know exactly what you're saying. If you're handing out flyers, be purposeful in handing it to people. Be sure that when you hand these flyers out, there are going to be some people who will take it. And if you're writing a Facebook post, make it intentional. What is the topic that you're talking about? Don't dance around the issue. Be firm, be direct. Let's hear it. Because people respect that, and they respect someone who has confidence in themselves, and that's the sort of person people want to follow. So whatever you do, be intentional in your approach, okay? Attach 100% of yourself to the task, and even if you fall short, you'll be a hell of a lot closer than what you have been if you didn't, okay? And I came up with this one just as I was writing this down. An arrow can only hit the target if the bowstring is pulled all the way back. That means being fully intentional about hitting that target. If you only pull the bow back 50%, if you've got perfect preparation and you've got the perfect aim, it doesn't matter, you are still going to fall short. So even if you miss, at least you are closer to the target and you're within that vicinity. So please take this with you to your Live Good business. And I really do hope that what I have shared with you today really helps. because I know that within my personal journey and the way that I've gone about approaching people, that when I've been intentional, those have been the best exposures that I have ever made. So with that, you guys take care. It has been lovely sharing this with you. Next week, we actually have Kim Wilkin, and she's going to be talking about her topic. I don't quite know what that one is yet, but I'm sure that she'll be able to drop that one down in the slide. So have a look. Thanks for coming. It's been a pleasure talking with you guys. I really hope you got value out of this. Share it with people if you think it will help. And until next week, take care. May your business be blessed.